Today I want to talk a little bit about team selection. Um, so first thing I do is, well, these days you have to look at the formation, but let's just re-roll till we have a, for example, double. No, here. So standard and reverse double. Those are the biggest examples because you typically want to focus the tank. So this means I'm going to search for 3 red heroes, and next to that I want to take into account one of the flanks to target those. Typically I try and make so it's also still good to go against the tank. So let's say if Aslar was on the left flank, blues would be good, but blues would be bad for Telluria. So it's better to bring reds and Holy in that scenario, but here it's not the case. So we've decided we want to target the tank, so I picked 3 targets, 3 heroes to target the tank. Now, second thing I look at is mana speed. Let's see if I can draw, just in case you don't know. So it's right there. And I want my team to be fast at all times. So average, as you all might know from my previous mana video, if you haven't checked that one out, there's a playlist. So average mana means you need 10 tiles instead of 9, or 8 for fast, actually. The most common way you are raiding is you are getting 3 matches of 3 in a row. So that's why fast heroes charge in that time, because they only require 8 mana. There is, of course, if you combine a costume, and let's see if we can pull this up right here. Costume already provides a mana bonus, and together with the correct mana troop, in this case I would have to go 11 because I need 7% to get above the threshold. And for Guardian Falcon, this means I would need a level 23 troop, which I don't have, so I can't take Falcon if I want to keep my team fast. What I can do is bring Gormak instead. So now these mana troops make these 2 average heroes 9 tiles instead of 10, which is a huge difference because you don't have to go and search for a match of 4 in a row, which is typically hard to find. I think maybe 1 in 4, 1 in 5 times you will be able to find that in your raids, but just not consistent enough for me to attack with. So this is 1 fast hero and 2 functional fast heroes for this team. These 3 will charge with 3 matches of 3, keeping in mind that the mana degeneration that Telluria brings might prevent that and make my heroes average again. Now typically I would either go for green or yellow here. Let's take green for the example because Sock is an average mana hero, but in this scenario I do have a level 23 troop, level 25 actually. So this one charges in 9 tiles. Fog, fast mana, charges in 8. So now I have an all fast team equipped to deal with a standard or reverse double defense, where there is 1 hero in the center that will be tanking 3 rows in the center. And that's the main reason why we target that. Alright. For double, it's a little bit different because I want to bring nearby hitting heroes. However, you could try and target those 2 semi-tanks because these 2 heroes will receive most the damage. They both have 2 tiles which are near the front. So in this case you could go red and or blue. And Gormak would serve well to deal with the nearby format. So putting this in perspective. And again, I would prefer a fast hero over a slow hero. I will not take Isarnia here because she's too slow for this team. So I would exclude, and I would much prefer to pick anyone else to fill that role. So this would be a good scenario because I have Cormac and Richard who could exploit the raid formation, and I am still dealing with their two front lines with tiles. Alright, let's see if reverse. The hard thing and the beauty at the same time about reverse is you can bring anything you want. Reverse will charge about equally, there is no real tank, but stacking is still preferred because of how the tile damage calculates. So you still want to go 3-2 or 4-1 or mono if you prefer that. But you can pick anything you want now. Because there's 3 reds here, I could go blues, but Mitsuko reflects blue. So if I do that, I need to make sure that I also bring some dispels. So something like, I'm gonna make an example here. This is not my emblemed Gateman, but whatever. Again, I'm keeping my heroes fast. So functionally fast, fast. And this dispel doesn't work versus Mitsuko. So another fast hero. So functionally fast because of the mana troop. Fast, fast, fast. Functionally fast because of the mana troop. So this would be a team. I also put the greens on the edges because if Gravemaker fires, he deals extra damage versus green. So that's getting into the next step. Like, first step is choosing tile damage in my advantage. The second is making sure I have fast and functionally fast heroes. And the third would be countering heroes that you face. And I think this team works because I have 2 heroes that dispel. They dispel the mana degeneration. They dispel Mitsuko's Reflect. They dispel the defense up. And let's see, Elemental Link cannot be dispelled. Okay. The only problem is the degeneration. I don't have a cleanse. I could solve that by switching this with Costume Sanya. And maybe now I'm even more equipped to deal with this team. And I'm taking advantage of 3 blues because there's 3 reds on this team. Next example. So here again there's a tank in the middle. So these 3 would be a good option. I typically take my Kirill here, also functionally fast, 9 tiles. And either green, because I want to use greens to prevent frick, or reds to deal with the sides. I would probably go greens because they are my best, and the fog also dispels. This would be a very tough team to deal with. I do not look at the team power anymore, but if you are like starting out at raiding, or Jesus, but if you are starting out at raiding, or you're like still struggling with it to get into diamond or whatever, you should consider this a little bit, the difference. So but you can definitely, like, this is 500 difference. So this is fine for me. I'm an experienced raider. I feel safe going up to 600. Beyond that, it gets a bit tricky. I'd say 800 or up is like really hard. But anything like even for beginners, if you have a difference 200 to 400, let's try and find something maybe like this. Let's disregard TP for one moment and just look, because this difference is only 350. This is super. This is great. This was in your favor. Don't be afraid. Experiment with it. You can easily deal with teams that have 200 to 400 higher team power than you have. So maybe that's one thing to look at as well. So you have the team power, you have the tank if it's in the formation. You have the fast heroes. You want to go with the fast heroes. You want to use mana troops if you have them. If you are lacking heroes or certain color, don't be afraid to look for a different one. Oh, I don't have the heroes to deal with this. Just press the reroll. If you want to get better and you want to learn more, just press the reroll and don't care about them food. Like this team would be really nice for me, because I would prefer to take these 3 purples. You've seen me do this before. However, I could also go with Rigard to deal with Gravemaker, the spell dot, the cleanse it. Okay, what else do we want to talk about? So, hero specials. Just look through them and also look at the talents. This is probably the longest process, because you will forget and you will find out. Like, let's try and find the Heimdall maybe. What is this? Really low. Oh, I'm a bit low, I guess. Heimdall, for example. This 20% to resurrect the hero happens almost never. Especially since a lot of people put him in the tank position, so they put him in the middle. So it's common to forget, oh yeah, he resurrects. Even when he is in the correct position, he fires. Most of the time you won't see him resurrect, and then this one time he resurrects. Oh yeah, I forgot this hero could do that. So that's fine. Just look at it and prepare for it. Over time you will learn, you will see a lot of heroes, you will see over and over again, you start to know, oh yeah, this one, for example, Richard always does an attack down. So I want to bring an attack up or a cleanse for this hero. So, and there's also Vanna, who makes them immune to whatever I bring. So maybe I don't want to bring a defense down hero, but I want to bring a dispeller instead. So that's so. For example, Richard, who does an attack down, or where's Grim? Grim, who does a defense down, might be resisted once Vanda fires, and she will fire a lot because she is a very fast hero. And well, for this, I would focus 3 greens. So yeah, there's this one as well. So you might want to cleanse. You have attack down, you have defense down. So what I'm thinking instantly is, maybe Kirill is a good hero, because he deals with both of that. He does attack up and he does defense up. So if I get to charge him, I can counter both those effects. You can't really do much about Jabberwock. You just, well, you can, because you put the tanky heroes. Let's say you have Gavshon and you have Elena. It's going to be an awful example, because you never put Elena at the wing, but like this low defense will make her very squishy. So if you for some reason would put her at the edge, it makes her vulnerable. So it's an incentive to move her towards the middle 3000. What else? Yeah, I mean, this team is really badly set up, because this guy should be over there. So if he resurrects, the hero will fire instantly. Not in this position. So TX Sunshine, if you're watching, deal with that. Also, this Vivica, well, they both are slow, so she should be here. Maybe he should be there, and Jabberwock over there or something. I don't know. That's team building. So yeah, again, repeating. So TP difference, 200 to 400 difference, easily. If you feel a bit more confident, 500, 600 is also manageable. Above 600 starts getting harder. Not impossible, harder. You can, especially if you go mono, you can risk mono up to 1000 TP difference, but you are relying a lot on your tile damage at that point and like gambling a bit on the tiles to work in your favor. Also, especially for newer players, mono teams are not, even for me, I've almost been playing for 2 years. My mono teams are not great because I have only one purple mana troop. So if I want to rate mono with this one, I have a problem because I have 2 average heroes and there's only one of them that I can make functionally fast. So this for me is an unacceptable rate team. So if I want to change this, I would either have to exclude Killer or Rigard, and that probably has to be Killer, and I have to find another, and it's like average, 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 average. Oh, this one's fast. In case you guys know, he's fast. So this is an acceptable team because they are fast and functionally fast. But yeah, for many newer players, you won't have any of those, sorry. And then Rigard might fall off. Maybe you have the costume for Boltusk and you have his and you can go for one. But the mana troop really makes a big difference. So TP difference 2 to 400. So let's go for a tank if there is one. And yeah, not sure if I can say more about this. Yeah, look at the heroes. Like this one is an attack up, defense up. So maybe costume Kirill is a good option here because he deals with both of those. Boom. And this one does a dispel on you. So maybe you want to avoid bringing a buff. So let's say Kirill could be dispelled. So that's an incentive to bring his costume, which cannot be dispelled because it's on the enemy team and can be cleansed by Bertilla. But Bertilla is slow and he's on the edge. Slow heroes on edge. Usually nothing to worry about. They can fire, but it's less common. And if they fire, in a lot of scenarios, we will have dealt with like 3 of the heroes. So if they fire, it's usually manageable. So for this team, let's see. This is a reverse team, so I can pick whatever I want. I already noted that Kirill is an excellent pick here, so I want to bring at least another blue. So for reverse, typically I also try to look at the middle tree because most matches you do are in the middle of the board. The edges are just less common, even though there are 2 lanes that go through here. It's still most tiles will go through here. So looking at this, blue would be an excellent color because it goes double against Boltusk, and it's still okay to do against Magni. Then maybe 2 yellows, even though she has a defense up. I don't really care about that. So Let's find my team to deal with this. Some snipers, so just good heroes. Make sure they are functionally fast. This is a perfect team. You see, it's only 200 TP difference. I even could go lower than that, much lower. Well, okay, much lower. Let's bring Untitled Chapter. Yeah, this is 300 difference. This is perfectly fine. This can work very well against this team. Don't really need a cleanse because they don't have any status ailments they put on me. They do have a defense up, which I could dispel. So just for the purpose, let's finish off with this hit with unemblemed heroes. Move these around because she snipes just a little bit. I have a lot of blue mana troops, so they're just all good. Could even go with a ninja if I want here. Yeah, why not? And just for the sake of the video, so I'm gonna move a bit fast. This green could move the blue up, but not exactly in a match. More looking into putting a blue down here. Now I have these holy tiles into Domitia, which will fire Jackal. She can evade, so I will not target her, but I'm not afraid to target Magni. I'm going to wait one turn because those 3 tiles might charge him. So now I will do that. No problem. So I don't really care about how much I heal. So Kirill goes first. Maybe I want to prevent theirs from healing or putting an attack up to negate my effect. This also allows me to put some dead tiles down the middle. Since my holy heroes are down, I'm focusing only on the blue, trying to ghost as much as possible. Well, actually, these 3 tiles might actually kill Demetia. Yeah, it's very close. He's about to fire. Let's try and find the blue tile down the middle. Leonidas is not firing. This time I will fire Triton first, so I heal more. And fire some dead tiles. So in this scenario, Bertilla did fire. Oh yeah, and she's cleansing. But like, still 3v2, so this is working in my favor. And I doubt she will get a chance to fire a second time. I want more damage this time, so I'll do kill first just to make sure that I get rid of Leonidas there. And yeah. Again, this is the reason why I like fast heroes. The functionally fast hero is not charged. I charged 8 tiles, well, 3 ghosted tiles, which is 6, plus 2 regular. My fast heroes are charged. It's amazing. Up. Make her hit for less. She might actually fire a second time and it won't matter. No, these tiles We'll probably didn't get the fire a second time. There you go. Just an example. So I'm gonna leave you guys with this. I hope this is helpful deciding what you want to fight with. If it was a bit overload, just come back to it later. Just recapping, take a team out between 200 and 400 range above your attacking team strength. Stack heroes for tile damage, be it 3-2, 4-1 or mono. Take in consideration your mana troop availability and try and make sure your heroes are all fast or functionally fast, meaning 9 tiles created by a mana troop on an average hero. And lastly, look at the specials and try to counter. Like another example, this does double buff, this one does a buff, this one does a buff. So what do we want to do here? We want to bring a dispeller like Sonya, who's already there, but there's also Sabina, who also does a dispel. Well, not the costume. Oh, the dispel. Yeah, the costume does it as well. So bring dispellers. If they are stacking colors, stack against it. Bring 2 blues if you can, or 2 yellows, or 3 yellows, 3 blues. And yeah, that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed this video, and good luck in your raiding.